Good afternoon. I'm Delane Simpson, the chairman of the Code Enforcement and Nuisance Board. I'd like to call the September 26th meeting to order in City Hall Commission Chambers. Roll call, please.
Here. Simpson.
Who?
Simpson.
Yes, here.
Dearbone.
Speak up. Here.
Wilder.
Here.
Thomas.
Yes.
Thank you. Let's swear our staff in, please. You swear to tell the truth, nothing but truth, so help you God. Thank you. I want to thank our police force for coming in this evening. Thank you. I know you were part of your duty, but thank you for coming anyway. I notice that we'll need to go into closed session at some point in time, and we'll do that at that point in time. Approval of the minutes for August 22nd, 2017. Any discussion regarding those minutes?
I move they be accepted as presented. Second.
Thomas. Wilder. Simpson.
Yes.
Dearbone.
Abstain.
Wilder.
Yes.
Thomas.
Yes.
Thank you. All righty, moving right along. Hearing, agenda, and appeals. We have no parking citations issues. In our first case regarding code enforcement is case number 2017-6627, location 1020 Raven Avenue, and the owners, I really don't want to butcher names, folks, but Rivas and Rosella, excuse me for mispronouncing those. And Brad, you've got the floor, please, sir.
I'm going to give my summary a little slower than usual. We have an interpreter here who is interpreting for the owners, so I'm going to give her time to interpret as I'm going along.
Do we need to have them come forward a little bit closer? I'd like for you to come forward, please.
This case is the result of a roaming inspection that was conducted on the 9th of August. During the inspection, I noted the following violations: overgrown grasses and weeds on the property, a notice of violation was sent to the PVA listed owner and address on that date with a compliance re-inspection date of the 16th of August. On the 21st of August, which was 13 days into the case, I re-inspected and found that the property was still in violation. The height of the grass on the property ranged from between 16 inches to over 30 inches. Citation was issued on that date and posted to the property, as well as sent by first class and certified mail to the PVA listed owner and address. Photographs were taken of the citation in the property at the time that the citation was posted, and a work order was submitted to have a city contractor mow the lot. The lot was mowed by a representative of the property owner before the city contractor arrived, and the case was closed on the 23rd of August, which was 14 days into the case. It should be noted that this is the 11th code enforcement case at this property in the last 2 years, and the third issued citation since 2016. There have been numerous and ongoing code violations at the property, ranging from inoperable vehicles, stacks of junk and appliances and metal, improperly parked vehicles, and overgrown grass. Bless you. Additionally, our notices of violation and past citations have been translated and sent in both English and Spanish, and eventually in all Spanish. I have had a Spanish interpreter accompany me to the property on more than one occasion, and I have used Spanish interpreters on the phone while interacting with the property owner and the other tenants who have been on the property. In my opinion, code enforcement has gone above and beyond to educate the property owner, inform the property owner, and work with the property owner to gain voluntary compliance, and the property continues to reoffend.
Ma'am, we need to swear you, get your name and then swear you in, and as well as the other gentleman, please. Please, yes, ma'am. Come over to the microphone. Please tell us your name, please, and your credentials too, I guess.
Leda Becker. I'm the city's International Communities Liaison.
Okay.
I'm serving as the interpreter.
Okay.
Que tenga su nombre.
Y de
Su
allí
nombre
voy
y
a,
apellido.
y voy a
No solamente su nombre.
excuse me, sorry por mi persona,
No, solo su nombre.
Benigno Rivas.
Benigno
Okay.
Rivas.
Okay.
Need to swear you in, please.
Yeah.
Levantar la mano derecha.
Swear to tell the truth,
Que usted va a decir toda la verdad.
nothing but the truth, so
Yeah,
help you
yeah,
God.
yeah, yeah.
Thank you.
Sí. Okay.
¿En qué puedo hablarle ya?
Okay. Has he read this information before and seen it before today?
No.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, yeah, yeah. La vi nomás, la vi.
Yes, yes. I saw it only.
I didn't hear you, ma'am.
Yes, I saw it only.
Es que yo he visto las otras que me han mandado. Hasta ayer me llegó uno de estos.
Right. I've seen the other citations that were sent to me, but as of yesterday I received the last notification.
Yeah. Y
All right, with everything that's been said and presented, what's he say about the citation and the grass and the things that are going on? What's his thought?
Lo que ha sido
cuando esto pasó, yo estaba enfermo. No voy a identificar porque no fui al hospital por eso. Pero hasta hoy después fui, que por eso no había cortado la grama. Me confié.
When all this happened, I was sick. I didn't have to go to the hospital. I didn't go to the hospital, but I remained sick, and therefore I wasn't able to cut the grass.
The report indicates there's been issues for the past 2 years or so on the same property, and was he sick at that time also? I'm just curious as to,
Reportado que casos en los había estado usted enfermo durante esos 2 años también.
Había estado enfermo, pero esta vez me grabé mucho. No me podía porque me daban con cuchara de comer. Estaba muy débil, muy enfermo.
I had been sick, but at this occasion I was sicker than usual. I was very grave and I was very weak.
is this his home?
¿Esta
Does
es
he
su
live
casa?
there?
¿Usted vive ahí? ¿Esta es su casa? ¿Usted vive ahí?
Eh,
¿Usted es el dueño de esa casa?
quiero ver.
¿Sí?
Sí,
Usted es el dueño de esa casa, ¿verdad?
Sí, sí.
Okay. Yes.
He does live there?
¿Usted vive ahí?
Yo vivo allí.
Yes, I live there.
Do you live there by yourself?
¿Usted vive ahí solo?
Con mi señora.
With my wife.
No children, no one to help you mow the grass or keep things up?
Nadie que le pueda dar la grama, ningún hijo, hijas que le puedan ayudar a mantener la propiedad.
Yo la había, durante este tiempo yo la había estado cortando, pero ese tiempo que me enfermé, cuando me pusieron ese papel que me pusieron enfrente de este carro, estaba enfermo yo. No me podía valer ni yo mismo.
¿Y qué?
No me podía valer yo mismo porque estaba débil.
During this whole entire time, I'd been mowing the grass, but when this notice was posted at my property, I was very weak and I wasn't unable to mow it.
Ya.
Board have any more questions?
Does he understand that by not mowing the grass, he was subjecting himself to a citation, a fine, which he would be responsible for paying if the
¿Usted entiende que cuando usted no corta la grama en su propiedad, que usted va a ser responsable por una multa que usted debe pagar por no haber cortado la grama?
Ya sabía yo eso.
Yes, I did know that.
Gentlemen, just so you know, again, this is his third citation. He has paid the other 2 citations already.
He has paid them,
Yes, sir.
so he's fully aware of what's required.
Now, it says that there was a representative that eventually mowed the lawn. Was he not able to get a hold of that person earlier in order to make sure it was taken care of before the citations got to this point?
La pregunta es que hubo un representante de su familia, que fue su hijo, que se encargó de cortar la grama en esta ocasión.
Sí.
La pregunta es, ¿no pudo contactar ese representante antes de que le dieran esa multa para cortar la grama, sino como usted no lo pudo hacer?
No se me vino en hacerle esa invitación a él hasta hoy después que ya vino ese papel. Él vino y se puso a cortar la grama.
I didn't think about asking him to do that until I got that notice posted on my property, and then my son came and cut the grass
Porque vio el papel allí.
because he saw the posted note.
I have a question to the staff. I noticed the car in the grass. Is that a violation as well?
That vehicle's actually on a concrete pad directly in front of that garage. Yeah, it's just grown up around it.
Que si hay una
¿Qué es lo que puedo decirle yo?
No, la pregunta era para el inspector.
Okay.
As an individual, I'm truly sorry for your illness and your bad health. But you've had basically 10 or 11 other violations or situations where you're not maintaining your property, sir, and we can't do that. We're proud of our city. We want our city to be beautiful. We want to be part of it. But you need to maintain your property.
Como un individuo, propiedad, y nosotros queremos mantener nuestra ciudad bella y estamos muy orgullosos de mantener nuestra ciudad.
Sí. ¿Y ahora qué puedo decirle yo?
And what else can I say now? ¿Qué dice que se puede hablar por usted?
Sí.
Just a moment, please. Who is this gentleman?
¿Quién es?
Este señor es un amigo mío.
This man is a friend of mine.
Does he want him to come up and testify?
¿Que el señor venga?
También.
Yes.
Okay.
I would
No
also-
That's
problem.
permissible.
No
Okay.
problem. Lo único, Dígame.
El señor va a venir.
No.
He doesn't, he can stay there if he likes. He can stay there if he likes.
Usted se puede quedar ahí si usted gusta.
Okay.
I've known
But
Benigno.
Raise your right hand, please, sir.
Yes.
Tell us your name.
My name's Alan Thomas.
Do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you.
Thank you. My name's Alan Thomas. I've known Benigno for several years now. And what I'm seeing here is not typical of his house at all. This is real tall, and it's, I think maybe one other time I've seen it like
Estaba
that.
enfermo, no. Por eso no había estado acostado.
He's a poor man, but he's a good man. He's a Christian, and he wants to do right. His machine was broken down. I went over one time. I fixed it for him, and he took off mowing with it right then. So
Yeah, thank you.
this is not. This right here makes it really a lot worse than what it normally looks. Is all I'm saying. And he tries to do best. You know, I've had gardens with him. He's a good gardener.
Yeah.
He's an honest person. He'll pay your bill, but to me, it seems
Yeah.
the bill seems pretty high to me. But for the fence, you know,
What makes it so bad is the previous situations where he has not maintained the property. I don't know where you were, but it's documented that that has happened more than one time.
it hadn't been like this more than one time.
Oh, no, I'm not saying that has.
Yeah.
I'm just saying there's been other instances, and
So that's basically
Well,
what I wanted to say.
thank you.
He'll do
That-
the
that's
best he
okay.
can. Thank you.
Sí.
The board have any questions? Staff? Do we have a motion? Have a motion?
Tenía otra pregunta.
I want to make a motion that we uphold the citation and the fine in the amount of $403.81.
Have a second?
Second.
Dearbone, Wilder, Simpson,
Yes.
Dearbone,
Yes.
Wilder,
Yes.
Thomas.
No.
Thank you, and thank you very much. Thank you, sir,
Okay, thank you.
thank you.
Señor
Please,
Benigno.
please make sure he understands. All righty. Case number 2. We'll wait for a moment.
Son who could have cut it 10 times, you know.
Well, his friend could have cut it.
All righty. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you. Case number 2, 2017-965, citation 2017-4736, location 1417 Sunrise Drive, North. Owner C&H Rental, respondent Eddie Johnson. And Brad, this is yours.
This case is the result of a target area neighborhood improvement inspection that was conducted on the 15th of May of this year. During the inspection, I noticed the following violations: lack of protective treatment in several areas around the building, especially peeling, flaking, chipping paint on stairs and balconies, and indoor furniture stored or used outdoors. A notice of violation was sent to the PVA listed owner and address on that date with a compliance reinspection date of 30 days later, which was June 15th of this year. On the 16th of June, a day after the listed compliance date, I received a voicemail from the property owner. The voicemail explained that he had received the notice and agrees that some of it needs to be done. However, he would be getting it done on his schedule, not on ours. He kept mentioning that he had been contacting NCS Department Director Brent Childers. He said that this was too much work to be done in just a week or a couple weeks. However, that was already 30 days into the case. Based on those statements, it seemed as if he was asking for an extension for compliance, so I extended the case 30 days. Since his voicemail made it clear that he understood the violations and agreed that the corrections needed to be made. On the 19th of July, I re-inspected the property and found it still to be in violation. The property owner and I spoke. He stated that he had spent all of his money painting 3 houses in another part of town, for example, West 15th Street, and he had no time or money left for this property. I explained that while I appreciated his efforts to improve his other properties, I don't have code cases on those properties, and he was aware of the violations at North Sunrise prior to painting those. He again stated that he would do it when he was able to do it regarding his own properties, and I continued to explain that I needed somewhat of a timeline to at least put some notes in the case. He stated that he may or may not have started work within the next 30 days, so I extended the case another 30 days. On the 25th of August, which was 103 days into the case, I re-inspected and found that the property was still in violation with no changes having been made. A citation was issued on that date and included the following violations, as you'll see in the pictures in front of you. Missing or inadequate protective treatment, including the paint around windows, doors, porches, decks, and stairs. Roof drains or gutters, primarily gutter disrepair on the front of the building. Stairways, porches, balconies not maintained in good repair. General duty of maintenance of private property, and indoor furniture still stored outdoors on the property, the same furniture that had been there for 103 days. The citation was posted on the property and sent by first class and certified mail to the PVA listed owner and address. The photographs you see in front of you were taken on that day when the citation was posted, and a reinspection date was listed on the citation of the 5th of September, which has been postponed due to the filed appeal. As of today, the case is at 135 days. It does remain in violation. However, I do have some photographs of the property today. There has been quite a bit of progress made at the property. There, as you see in the pictures there, several balconies and stairways have been added. A couple stairways were removed in lieu of a balcony to the rear of the upstairs apartments instead of having 2 stairways. The indoor furniture has been removed, and the majority of the windows have been painted. There are still issues with the gutter, with peeling and chipping paint around many of the balconies and supports for the balconies, but again, there has been much improvement at the property. It also should be noted, though, I was informed by Jeremy Seeger, who is the the division director for the building division, that this sort of work for both of these properties required a building permit, and apparently there has been no permit applied for or issued for the balcony replacement or stair replacement.
Mr. Johnson? Please raise your right hand, please. Your name is,
Eddie Johnson.
do you swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Thank you, sir. You got the microphone.
Well, like the gentleman was talking about, I work for myself. Got one guy that works for me. I was in the middle of a big remodel job at the time he's contacting me. These guys are living in the basement, waiting for me to get done so they can move to the top of their house and all the bedrooms. I didn't have time, like I said, to get over there. I mean, this deterioration of wood and stuff, I have no problem with it. I mean, I know it needs to be fixed, but I needed to do it when I had a chance. We've been over there almost the last 3 weeks. Now, when I do something like this, of course, this comes out of my pocket. There's over $6,000 of wood in that place already, not including my time and
That
my
is
labor.
your responsibility, if I may interrupt you.
I understand it. This is the first
It's
time
gonna
this is.
cost you money, but it's your responsibility.
Okay, this is the first time any of my property's ever gone this far, okay? But I'm just saying, I didn't have a problem doing some of this stuff, and all the windows have been fixed, painted as of today. There was 2 decks on the front with the steps. They're completely redone. There's 2, like he's showing one right there. They're gonna be done in the next 2 weeks. That's the only other 2 bad decks on the whole place. So all this stuff I pretty much have taken care of that he's wrote up. I mean, that's my only thing is I'm saying, I guess guys like myself that work for ourselves, we just can't jump over there in the next week or 2 and get something done. That's the case I'm pleading, I guess.
What rental properties do you have?
Oh, probably 12, 14.
How many people you have working for you?
One guy.
Do what?
One guy.
You and one guy?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
This is a fourplex, is it, or?
Yes, sir. It's 2 fourplexes.
Okay, what is the rent for those?
$360.
Put 6,000 in, but you're getting, what, 1,200 a month or so?
Yeah, not much. I mean, you still got insurance notes. Like I said, I'm not saying that, the work didn't need to be done. Of course it did. You can see the pictures, but I'm just asking for some time, and I felt like I wasn't getting it.
Some would argue that 103 days is plenty of time to,
I agree, sir, but like I said, I'm in the middle of a remodel job where I'm making money.
I understand.
I can't just stop and tell those people, hey, I'm sorry, I gotta go over here and fix
but
it, fix a
unfortunately,
couple
that's your
decks.
responsibility as the owner of the property to be in compliance with these kind of codes and regulations.
Any comments, other comments on the board?
Now, when Brad came to you, according to the statement, you were uncooperative. My only question would be, understanding that you had a big job to do and that you couldn't do it right then and there, would there have been a way to be still working towards an end game with and be a little more cooperative rather than being standoffish about the situation?
Yeah. Yes, and I agree, and I'll be honest, I've early in the year, I fixed another piece of property for the flaking and stuff for a friend of mine. And like he said, these other 3 properties on 15th Street, I went over and painted a bunch of those windows and the eaves and stuff so they wouldn't get rode up. So I have done something. That's what I was talking about, doing some work on some other properties before because I knew this would be this is a big undertaking. I mean, we've been 2.5 weeks doing this.
Anything else? Then I'd like to make a motion to uphold the citation and fine in the amount of $153.81.
Second.
Simpson, Thomas. Simpson,
Yes,
Dearbone,
Yes.
Wilder,
Yes.
Thomas.
Yes.
thank you, sir. Case number 3.
Elaine, he has the next one as well. The next one is his property as well.
Ma'am?
This next case is his property as well. Okay. I just wanted to mention it before you left, if you wanted to stay. And you've got one more case that we're going to hear.
You got the next one?
That was just one.
Oh, I
So
thought that
we'll
was
go.
both of them.
No,
One more.
we'll get you.
Thank you, Delaney.
All right, case number 3, 2017-958, citation 2017-4735, location 1415 Sunrise, North, owner C&H Rental, respondent Eddie Johnson, and Brad, this one's yours also.
Pretty much everything's the same. It was part of the same neighborhood improvement project. The notice of violation, as you see in the pictures in front of you, was sent for lack of protective treatment in several areas, including the peeling, flaking paint on the deck, stairways, and balconies around windows and window frames. The timeline's the same, sent out a 30-day notice. Property owner and I spoke on, I got a voicemail from the property owner on the 16th of June. Then we spoke on the 19th of July. The citation again was issued on the 25th of August, 103 days into the case. The citation was issued for missing inadequate protective treatment, such as paint around the windows, doors, porches, decks, stairs, area of missing siding and missing soffit along the roof line, what appeared to be a broken window or a window not maintained in good repair or working order, several deteriorating window frames, stairways, porches, balconies not maintained in good repair, duty of maintenance of private property, and again, indoor furniture stored outdoors on the property. Same on this property as the other one. There has been significant progress. The windows are painted. There has been a lot of work to the wood balconies and stairways. Additionally, the siding that was missing on the side of the property has been repaired. It also should be noted, Mr. Johnson was not informed of this during the citation or notice of violation, but there is an inoperable vehicle that's been sitting there that there actually was a case Mr. Johnson and I had worked on, I believe, last year, that continues to remain on the property and is an unlicensed inoperable vehicle. But again, that was not included in the citation or notice of violation. But the pictures in front of you are of the property today. The indoor furniture has been removed. It appears that the upstairs window was either replaced or repaired, and again, the balconies and stairways, there's been significant progress to them.
Johnson? Yes, sir. I swear to tell the truth, number two, so help you God.
I do.
Thank you, sir. You got the mic.
Same as before.
Same as before.
And about the car issue, like you said, I don't know anything about the car issue, so.
Yeah, and that's why I wanted to bring it up tonight, because I think it's the same car we had talked about with the flat tire, like.
Oh, that was
here.
that was a white car the same guy
Oh,
owns.
it's a different car, okay.
Yep.
All right, well, so just FYI. Additionally, also James just brought up a good point, that Mr. Johnson does need to obtain building permits before any further structural work as far as stairways, balconies.
I know he had to have a building permit to replace a deck.
Any comment from the board? Any motion?
I make a motion that we uphold the citation and the fine.
Second.
All right.
Wilder, Dearborn, Simpson,
Yes.
Dearborn,
Yes.
Wilder,
Yes.
Thomas.
Ms. Johnson, I like your attitude, and you're a good citizen, and we're glad we put this thing to bed. It's behind us now, right?
Oh, yeah, it's behind me.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. Brad, you get to rest for a minute. For a minute. Oh, we're ready? Case number 4.
This case is a result of a citizen complaint.
Oh, let me finish.
I'm sorry. You paused
She's
for too
excited.
long.
She's excited about
I'm
it.
ready to go.
Present
I'm ready
one,
to go.
so.
Yeah, it has been a while.
It's usually I forget, but I
I'm
didn't that time.
I'm sorry.
Case number 2017-6811, citation 2017-6529.1, location 509 Ashmore Avenue. And the owner respondent is Krista Robertson. And Mo, this one's yours. Yes, ma'am.
This case is a result of a citizen complaint that was filed on 8/17 of 17. The complaint noted the following violations: overgrown grass and weeds. An NOV was sent to the PVA listed owner and addressed on 8/17 with a compliance inspection date of 8/25. On the inspection date, the grass had not been mowed, so I left a door hanger on that date for the owner occupant to contact me. On 8/28, 11 days into the case, I re-inspected and found the property still be in violation and the door hanger had been removed. On 8/29, that would be the Monday, I hung it on a Friday, and the 8/28 was a Monday. And then 8/29, I checked the property again and found it still in violation and had not received a call from the owner. A citation was issued on the date and was posted on the property, as well as sent by first class and certified mail to the PVA listed owner and address. Photographs were taken of the citation and the property at the time the citation was posted. A work order was submitted to have a city contractor mow the lot. Mrs. Robertson, left a voicemail on my phone on the afternoon of the 29th after the citation was issued. And she ended up calling Mr. James Napper on the 30th because I was on vacation by that time, to talk about the citation. She stated that she had not received the first notice in the mail and assumed that the door hanger that I left on the 25th was the first notice. On the door hanger I had left, I checked the boxes, please contact our office, and last notice before citation fine. I also handwrote the dollar amount of the said fine and wrote in, please mow. The city contractor reported that when he arrived at the property, the front yard had been mowed, but the backyard was extremely overgrown. Mrs. Robertson was present and asked him to leave her property, and he complied. He left the property. She stated in a later call to James Napper that she was going to cut the backyard herself. As the backyard is not visible from the street, I cannot confirm the condition of the backyard. As of today, the property is in compliance. So there is no mowing fee accompanying this fine because she had already had it mowed before the contractor could get there.
Robertson, you present? Please tell us your name.
Mr. Robertson?
Do you swear to tell the truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? Thank you. Tell us your rendition here, Kristen.
I'm sorry?
Tell us what you know.
Actually, my lawnmower had been not working for about 3 weeks. I tried to find somebody to fix it. He kept putting me off. After receiving the door tag, which there's not all that stuff written on there. It just says, please contact our office, weeds and grass. It doesn't say last notice. I assumed this was the first notice because I did not receive anything in the mail. When I received this on Friday, I called the gentleman about my mower, begged and pleaded, and actually ended up paying a little bit extra. He did end up repairing my lawnmower on that Sunday. I've got the invoice. That next Monday, it rained, so I could not mow then, so I did mow when I got home from work Tuesday night.
You live at this house?
I do.
You normally mow your yard yourself, or do you have someone else doing it?
Do it.
You do? That neighborhood, don't they have a citizens group, neighborhood group there that kind of fusses at you if you don't mow your grass? It seemed like they would.
No.
They don't?
There's just a nosy neighbor who can't seem to mind her own.
I thought maybe
She's made numerous calls, not just on myself, but on a lot of other properties.
We are, the group of us and these people, we work for our city and our community to make things pretty as we can. And no one's out to get anybody.
Oh,
Nobody,
I understand that.
Nobody. And the people who usually come before us, as you have, at least 2 or 3 of them say they didn't receive the communications. And the method of communicating the violations and the situations that occur is a tried and tested situation where it's been going on for years. And most everybody says they didn't get something at some point in time. But as a citizen living in a nice community, it seemed like you would know that your grass has got to be mowed, and then you did get a notice of some sort. It's just disappointing to me. That's all.
Well,
Yes,
I
Mo?
mean, all I can say is, I'm a single mom. I do the best that I can, and sometimes I have to let things go in order to get other things done.
So all we can do is do the best we can.
Yeah. But I do want to say, I have not received anything in the mail. This was the only notice I received. And I did call about it. So I guess my question to you is, why would I call about this one and not, if I got the other one, why would I not call about that? I did make an effort when I got notification.
Oh, do you have something else?
There's been 6 cases all about the grass in the last 2 years. So knowing that the grass needs to be done it's not a new issue. This isn't. And we have discussed, we've talked a couple of other times since some of these other cases. So please just get hold of me, contact me. Because really, if I had gotten contact, I could have. But when I don't know, I don't know. And
Can I ask, this said that first-class notice, or notice had been sent first-class certified, is that correct? We know it was delivered?
I don't know specifically if the
first
notice or the
The first notice
the
is not,
it's just first
it's
class.
just first class, it's
Right.
not certified.
The citation is first class
certified.
and certified. The citation is sent first class and certified mail, not the notice of violation.
But you also notice that another thing we do, right here, another thing we do is, if you've seen the pictures, I mean, we post it on their property. So short of a hurricane coming up or somebody just pulling it out of the ground, it's there. And then that please mow, that pink slip is for our contractors to see. This is the yard we're talking about. This is the one we need to mow. So we do it multiple ways on purpose. Back to your tried and true.
Been doing it for a long
Yeah,
time.
been doing it for a while.
that was posted on Tuesday, which was the day that I mowed.
Ma'am?
That was posted on Tuesday, the day that I mowed.
Yeah, I did specifically wait till the afternoon to check the property to make sure. It was just after my lunch hour, and then went to the office and came back. So I don't know what time she got home and noticed it, but.
One reason you've given for not cutting your yard was because your mower was broken,
Sir,
and you apparently tried to find somebody to fix your mower so you could
tried to
use
find
it.
the cheapest that I could find.
In light of the
unfortunately.
circumstances of not being able to find somebody who could do that in a quick fashion, did you not consider just hiring some lawn service one time to come in and cut your yard, knowing that you were facing a larger citation if it continued to be in violation?
Yes, that was a thought. Without getting into a lot, I mean, I know it sounds like a big, huge sob story. I actually had to switch jobs about 3 to 4 months ago. I lost my job. I have now taken on a couple of different smaller jobs in order to make the income up. Again, I'm doing the best that I can. The mower was fixed. The guy kept putting me off. It was the cheapest estimate that I found to get it fixed, and unfortunately, I had to go that route. As far as 6 other times, I don't know. I only know about 1 other time, and that was with Brad.
Spoken on the phone. I've spoken with you on the phone about issues.
She doesn't mean 6 citations, just 6
No, no,
notices
no,
of
no.
violation.
No, not-
Where a notice was sent out, the grass was overgrown, it was mowed, and the case was closed. So not 6 citations, but 6 letters have been sent out since 2015.
I knew nothing about, other than the one that Brad and I had 2 years ago, and I had a broken leg at the time.
So now, have you always lived at this residence by yourself, or has there been, okay.
Other than my 9-year-old, which I don't really trust him on my mower yet.
I was just asking in case somebody had gotten the mail and you hadn't been able to see it.
No, I'm constantly getting mail brought over from some of my neighbors. I get their mail, take it to them. I've gotten mail from 2 streets over before. I don't have very good mail service in our neighborhood, so it's not the first time that I haven't gotten mail. But my mower is fixed now. It is being mowed.
Comments from the board? Any motions?
I'll make a motion, we uphold the citation and the fine.
I second it.
Wilder, Simpson. Simpson.
Yes.
Dearbone.
Yes.
Wilder.
Yes.
Thomas.
No.
Thank you, ma'am. Case number 5. Well, I guess we'll wait for another few minutes. Thank you. Case number 5, 2017-6875, citation 2017-5424.1, 1209 Westmead Drive. Owners, respondent, Lindsay Cowles. And Brad, this one's yours.
This case is the result of a roaming inspection that was conducted on the 21st of August. During the inspection, I noted that the weeds and grasses were overgrown. Sent a notice of violation to the PVA listed owner and address with a compliance reinspection of the 28th of August. On the 31st, I reinspected and found the property was still in violation. I left a door hanger with a note that the grasses and weeds needed to be mowed or cut to avoid a finer citation. On the 5th of September, which was 16 days into the case, I re-inspected and found that the property was still in violation. The height of the grass was between 13 inches and 30 inches in some places. I issued a citation on that date and posted it on the property, as well as sent it by first class and certified mail. Took photographs of the citation and property at the time that it was posted, and submitted a work order for a city contractor to mow the lot. The lot was mowed by a city contractor, and the case was closed on the 7th of September after 17 days. Should be noted, 2 notes. Number 1, this is the 6th code enforcement case at this property this year alone, and the 2nd issued citation. There are ongoing code violations, and I actually currently have 2 cases open for this property as of today. And Tim, if you'll go to the pictures from today, the grass today, as of this morning, is, as you'll see, about 20 inches tall as well. So I have a case, yet another overgrown grass case on this property, and that's what the property looks like today.
Well, once we get finished with this one, there's going to be more.
The compliance date is not quite here yet for the other 2 cases. I'm not sure if they come up later this week or the beginning of next week, but if the
Same
property's...
property.
Same, yes, sir, same property. And in fact, the door hanger that I had left last time about, or not about this case, but about one of the other 2 cases, you'll see in the pictures, is still hanging on the door. So I'm not sure if the property's vacant or what's going on there, but it's clearly not being maintained.
Lindsay Cowles here. Okay.
Hi,
Tell us your name, please.
Lindsay Cowles.
Please, you swear to tell the truth, number two, so help you God.
Sir.
Thank you, ma'am. All righty.
I'm actually, I was in the process of selling that house to a guy. I was on a 2-year base contract with him. He was supposed to maintain the house and everything. I just went to court this morning over it, and I just got the house back. I wasn't able to physically go there because every time I did, he would like mentally harass me or, you know, little things like that. So I stayed away. And he was in jail when I found this paper. He had got sent to jail. My grandpa's the one that found it. I can go mow it, you know, tomorrow. I'm off of work tomorrow, but I can't. I don't know.
You own the property.
Yes.
How long have you owned it?
I've owned it for about 2 years, but I haven't been living there for about a year and a half. He's been staying there.
Been rented?
Yes.
At a time? Do you understand that this, number one, you're responsible, you know that?
Right.
Okay. And you were responsible during all that time, things were going on anyway, you really were. But what I'm hearing is that whatever we do right now is one issue, but there's more things coming up. So my suggestion would be to try to get it sold or something, maybe as is or whatever.
Well, I just got the house, or he has 7 days to vacate because he didn't show up for court this morning. And then I get the house back. You know, until then, I can't really go on the property and, you know, do anything about it.
Yeah.
But next Wednesday, it's mine again.
The other thing I would suggest, Ms. Cowles, is to contact the PVA office tomorrow during business hours and update your address, because all of these notices and everything are still going to 1209 Westmead. So if you're not getting those letters, and it looks like on the appeal you have a new address here. So if you go there tomorrow in person to the PVA office in the courthouse and provide them with this new address, every time we send you a letter, I've been trying to post them on the door there, hoping that someone's going by to see them, but in the meantime, you can update that so anything in the future you'll be aware of.
But we do have her address, we have her address right now, right?
This is the first I'm seeing it on.
I understand
that's-
that.
Yeah, but as long as this is the one on the appeal form?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so I can certainly forward things in the meantime, anything that comes up between now and then.
It's a good suggestion to you,
Okay.
PVA. Comments, questions from the board?
Yeah, I would suggest maybe you get with Brad and say what's coming up. Get a heads up on it.
Anything? Board? Motion?
I'd like to make a motion that we uphold the citation but dismiss the fine in the amount of $203.81.
Second.
Just to make you aware, there were work order fees
Do what now?
assessed with this citation.
There's a mowing fee too, right?
Yes, so might want
That's
to
why I couldn't support
take that into consideration.
Do we know how much those are
$50.
total?
Yeah, I'll reduce it by $50.
Charge 50?
Yeah.
I'll second that.
Simpson,
No.
Dearbone,
Yes.
Wilder,
Yes.
Thomas.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am. I guess we can just go on to,
Closed session. Mr. Chairman, I got two things. One, it's my understanding we will not have an October meeting.
that's correct,
The code staff's going to be, so our next meeting would be November 28th.
28th.
Okay. And what I would ask is that we have a motion to go into closed session to discuss pending litigation.
I move that we go into closed session.
Second.
Out, there'll be no action to be taken. This is just a report to you guys.